Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition. This game will probably be something of a chess match, don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategies.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, at the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Jimmy Butler is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. And it's Washington's ball, Kuzma. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You can see that Kyle Kuzma has the kind of size and length and creativity to score on the interior.
Out left to the wing. Lowry against Morris. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Lowry.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. About a minute played so far here in the first. Beal with it. Picked up by Hero. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Butler.
Wizzards foul. Monte Morris.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw, good Butler.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Adebayo. Rebound, Washington.
While we love his ability to attack the rim, he just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
It's Beal on the wing. That shot off. Great D that time from Adebayo. Butler from outside. That shot missing. Now the Wizards take it the other way. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Now, here is Morris. Inside. Shots good by Gafford.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Butler.
Blocking
2 free throws coming up, and they call it a shooting foul.
First personal
And
foul.
has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
You can make the case this is the premier shooting guard in the league. Bradley Beal is tough to stop.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Sinks the triple.
Tyler
And that's
Hero.
exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Hero against Beal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin.
First
That is
personal
his
foul.
first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first
2
quarter.
minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Beal, the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the handles by Kristaps Porzingis? You know, another international prospect coming in with a developed skill set.
Lowry passes to Martin. The kick outside to Butler. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards.
Miami foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Second personal
And
foul.
right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. And the three off target. The Wizards with the lead. Outside, Beal. And Kuzma has it in the corner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal
Tyler
foul.
Hero picks one up.
Fourth
I think
team
we've
foul.
certainly seen Kyle Kuzma grow in his maturity and understanding about the game. It's not always about the scoring, it's what contributes to winning, and he has really grown in that aspect.
And a player opt-out for Kyle Kuzma after this season. GA probably hoping to earn himself a raise.
Yeah, and he's a worker looking to round out his game and take that next step as he's just entering his prime.
Wizards leading by 4. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Here's Porzingis. He's off on that one, and it's Miami the other way. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Martin against Porzingis. Martin kicks to Lowry. Martin with a screen on Morris. Back to Martin. 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Washington basketball.
11 seconds left in the first. Outside, Beal. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
With the
Washington
score.
out in front. They lead by...
DC family, a big round of applause for your Wizards.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Wizards' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Morris and Beal are the guard. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
Three-point field goal.
Lowry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, this is the go-to play for Kyle Lowry. The pick and roll, he has got it down.
2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button like we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, die-hard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. Martin with the screen for Butler. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Outside, Hero. The shot comes out, and it's Washington the other way. Beal deciding where to go with it. Down low. Porzingis can't hit. The Heat trail by 5. Butler on the way. It's tipped and stolen by Kuzma. To the left wing. The pass to Beal. Porzingis against Martin. Out to Kuzma. Offline with his 3. Outside Butler. Martin with a screen on Gafford. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Martin with the screen for Lowry. Beyond the arc. Kept alive.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Wizards leading by 3. Outside, Beal. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Porzingis has got 6. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
Beal against Hero. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis. Good. Porzingis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
Hero passes to Martin. And good that time.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
The Heat shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Outside, Beal. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Hero. Lays it in off the breakaway. Hero's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Oh, high effort play by Hero. Running the floor to finish the fast break strong.
Beal the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Lowry kicks to Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. Adebayo with a screen for Butler. A 3-pointer off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Outside, Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Yep, that one goes in there. And it's a 6-point Washington lead.
The defense made the mistake of allowing Kristaps Porzingis to find his rhythm. Going to be a long night if you don't cool him off.
And it's Martin missing. Porzingis kicking it over. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Yeah, Porzingis, because he's a scoring threat, that's going to open up opportunities for him to find his teammates.
And that does it for the first half of play. Okay, David, much appreciated.
25. The Heat, 17.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Kevin Love out there with Max Strus. Then there's Oladipo. Then it's Yurtseven. And it's Vincent in at the 1. Now here's Wright. Tries again. And it's good on the way. Wright's got his first bucket in this one.
You have to account for Delon Wright at the cup. This guy has good size at his position.
And over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
Wright outside. He kicks it to Kispert. Hands it from downtown. And the Wizards lead by 11.
Delon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. Teammate open, let me find him.
Vincent the pass to Love. Stolen by Avdia. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Nunn. Not a lot of room. Just 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Avdia can't hit. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. He signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
Gibson dishes to Kispert. Over in the corner, Avdia. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Gibson. Pass to Kispert. And that one is good. Kispert's got 5 now.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there.
Doris, when it comes to Avdia, a guy that does a number of things very well.
He does, Kevin. I think when you think of Avdia, what you think is 3-tool player. Score, rebound, pass it. For Denny, to me, it's all about being more consistent. It is clear this guy has a ton of talent and potential. Now can you do it night after night after night? Well, you can tell that over time, Oladipo has gained more and more confidence in his scoring ability, especially that close to the 10.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The kick out to right. Pass to Avdia. From down in the low post, it goes. Avdia's got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards. Now, here's Strus. Defended by none. 3-on-3. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Wizards?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And finished off by Wright.
Well, you can see in transition, it's DeLon Wright's speed that makes defenders nervous. This guy able to get in transition so quickly.
They need this. Love finds Yurtseven. He gets it in there. Yurtseven's got 6.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Wizards leading by 17. Nunn with it. Passes it to Kispert. Outside Gibson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Possession to Miami. Substitution on the court.
And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. Butler passes to Adebayo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And inside
Assist
is where
goes
Bam
to
is at his best.
Jimmy.
He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Now Beal. Here's Porzingis. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Wizards up. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Morris and Beal are the guards. Daniel Gafford is out there with Porzingis, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Beal against Hero. Beal gets a wide open look. Miami grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Beal the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Martin with a screen on Kuzma. The lead now cut to single digits.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Outside Beal. Inside Porzingis. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got 6 assists in the game. Adebayo with a screen for Butler. Down low. Outside for Martin. Lets it go with a 3. The shot, no good. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Here's Porzingis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis.
And Monte Morris with the foul.
First team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Butler passes to Martin. The kick outside to Butler. Lowry up top, covered by Morris. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
Hero attacking. Outside for Lowry. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Butler passes to Martin. It's deflected. And here is Butler. Lets it go. The putback. Adebayo on the follow.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Porzingis with a screen on Hero. Beal the pass to Porzingis. Shot up 2 there. And that's now 20 points for Porzingis.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced too much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
It's Hero with the drive. Shot from 12. Rebound, Washington.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Lowry passes to Martin. Butler against Kuzma. Fires for 3. And it's Butler missing. Wizards leading by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Wizards.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Porzingis.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Beal from long range with the putback. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 17. Adebayo with a screen for Butler. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And the Wizards with possession. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Heat foul. Kyle Lowry. Second personal foul. Second
First
team
free throw
foul.
is good.
At the line for the Wizards.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Clock at 6. Kuzma outside. Back to Morris. Outside Beal. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Heat ball.
Porzingis with the steal. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant.
Here we go.
I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. Kuzma, the pass to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Over Siakam. Porzingis misses.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Kicks it out to Barnes. VanVleet outside. Going inside, the Raptors need to get off a shot. The open shot by Pirtle. Cans it with nobody near him.
That is about as far as we'll see Jakob Poeltl shoot it. Nice to see him knock down a jumper.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Now here's Porzingis. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Outside Anunoby. Left side Barnes. VanVleet outside. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, Fred could do this all day. He's that confident in his long-range shooting.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now here's Gafford. Out to Beal. Back to Gafford. Morris on the wing. Guarded by VanVleet. Morris can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Beal from outside. Pirtle grabs a miss. The Raptors with a lead. VanVleet outside. Pass to Barnes. Inside, Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
The youngster, Scotty Barnes, has great vision. That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent. You look at a guy like Scotty Barnes, he went 4th overall, a player any team would love to have.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
Now here's VanVleet. Barnes with a screen on Morris. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul. You know what sticks out with Barnes is his versatility on both ends of the court.
B.A., let's talk about the defensive end. He is disruptive. He has a 7'3" wingspan, and he can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, he can handle, pass, and score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes, B.A.
Now here's Anunoby. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. VanVleet outside. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. And the dunk by Pirtle.
That's a high percentage shot by Jakob Poeltl. He capitalized on that one.
Porzingis sets a screen. And that's a foul called on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
against Beal. To the middle. Here's Gafford. Back to Beal. Clock at 6. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And just putting the moves to work right there. I mean, Beal manages to get his shot in spite of the contact.
Barnes with a screen on Morris. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Kuzma. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds in the game. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Van Vliet finds Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Pirtle and Gafford with the block. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors out for
DC family, your Wizards, UNC.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
They're looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
So for Toronto right now, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Now here's Anunoby. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Morris against Van Vliet. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here's Beal. From outside, off the mark. Here's Anunoby. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
This is what you want to do with the young guns. Get them out in transition. Anunoby can run all day.
That one drops for him.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
You know, the Wizards really came up short last season on the defensive end. They consistently struggle to get stops, which makes it twice as hard to win games.
Now Anunoby. Pass to Van Vliet. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Van Vliet's got 5 points. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Just wonder how the Wizards can remedy their defensive weaknesses from last year.
Well, B.I., mindset is a big part of it. They just need to have better focus on pressuring the ball handlers and making sure shots are getting well contested.
Now here's Kuzma. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Kyle Kuzma is trying to be more of a team player. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he's starting to accept his role.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
And Siakam with the slam.
The innate ability of Siakam to see the play forming and gets where the team needs him.
Anunoby against Beal. He takes it in. It's stolen by Barnes. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Van Vliet outside. Siakam the screen. Van Vliet the pass to Siakam. 4 on the clock. And Siakam with the slam.
Big man playing big. Once Siakam gets it there, it's a done deal.
Beal against Anunoby. Now here's Beal. He's closely guarded. Porzingis misses.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
You know, the first player ever drafted out of Austria, Jakob Poeltl, is blazing his own path, inspiring a new wave of basketball players.
First team foul.
Here's Van Vliet. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. The 3-ball. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3 for Washington. They've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Kuzma, the pass to Porzingis. To the inside, Gafford. Out to Beal. Just 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. And the dunk by Gafford.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide-open man.
You know, Pirtle's country of Austria, they've never qualified for the games or World Championships, Smitty.
You're right, B.A. And I know he really carries the flag for Austrian hoops. But the game is growing there because of Jakob Pirtle. Look at what Dirk did for their neighbors in Germany.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Brian, the Wizards have been aggressively reshaping their roster. What they haven't done is tear it down and start a rebuild. That's often the most popular route for teams stuck in the middle, but the Wizards seem to be hoping they can catch lightning in a bottle. Back to you.
No appetite for the restart, Allie. Thanks. The Raptors have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Siakam with a screen on Morris. Outside Barnes. Siakam the screen. Barnes with it. Porzingis picks it up defensively.
Defenders haven't figured out Scotty Barnes yet.
That free throw no good. And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Now here's Gafford. Morris outside. Back to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Van Vliet with it. 5 points in the game. Picked by Pirtle. And the Raptors miss again. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Possession for Toronto. Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 9-point.
Your Wizards. 20. Get ready for the Jabberwocky.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. It's been quite a game for Jakob Pirtle.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Kispert is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Nunn in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Wes Unseld Jr. starts the second half with. Young, the pass to Porter. Screen by Young. And then Porter with the dunk.
Once in a while, Porter will surprise you with a nifty dribble move. Wouldn't mind seeing more of this.
Right against Young. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
And here are the Raptors now. After the basket by Washington. Here's Flynn, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Last season, Washington was hot out of the gates. They started 10-3, but things did not end well.
You know, and after that hot start, B.A., a 25-44 ending for the Wizards, failing to make the play-in game as well. Just a disappointing season after the promise Washington showed early.
Now here's Nunn. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And here's Wright from the arc. The putback. And Young pulls it down. And for the Raptors, they're shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Flynn's shot is off. The Wizards have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. The kick out to Nunn. Over to the wing. Gibson down low. Count the basket.
That's where you want your big man doing damage. Gibson showing his skill in the paint.
Here's Flynn. Pass to Porter. Back to Flynn. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And the Raptors miss again. Washington trailing. Here's Kispert. To the paint. Here's Avdia. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Porter with a screen on Nunn. Trent from long range. Washington with a rebound. Gibson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Nunn. The shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Young. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Young with a screen on right. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Pass to Young. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. And how about the career Thaddeus Young has had, Smitty?
B.A., you love to have those veterans that do a great job passing out all that wisdom. And B.A., Thaddeus has a lot left on the floor.
The Wizards have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Young.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Trent with it. Nunn in his pocket. Back to Trent. On the wing, Porter. Here's the 3. And the Raptors miss again.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Young with a screen on right. Outside Young. 1:19 left in the 3rd quarter. Outside Porter. Pass to Trent. Clock at 4. Achua with a screen. And he lobs it up. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggle with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Well, just now entering his prime, Ali. Thank you. A line change here for Toronto.
It's your Wizards answer.
Van Vliet against right. And then Siakam with the jam.
He has good hands and length to convert. Siakam's a great pick-and-roll partner.
The assist, Fred VanVleet.
Nunn against Anunoby. Pass to Avdia. And the layup falls. Avdia's got 8.
They closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Now here's Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. The 3. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
Comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations. Fred does a lot of things for this team.
Down low. Here's Avdia. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Fred VanVleet.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Line for the Wizards.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. To the inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Gafford. That's short off the rim. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Raptors. They're up by 5. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Cyril chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Oh, a nice shot by Gibson.
The hard-working mentality of Taj. So clever at finishing through the hit.
Right against VanVleet. From downtown, and the Raptors, another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now here's Gibson. That shot missing. Pirtle with some nice D. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Barnes with a screen on right. Outside Barnes. Back to VanVleet. They swipe it. Now here's Nunn. Inside. Here's Kispert. Rejected by Barnes.
How about the commitment on defense from Scotty Barnes? Skilled at swatting them away.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
The Wizards have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Gibson. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. And here's VanVleet. Outside Barnes. Here's Kispert. And here's Gibson. Into the lane. And the basket is good. Gibson's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Right against VanVleet. Barnes with a screen on right. VanVleet misses. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Out to the wing. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Nunn driving to the basket, and Anunoby pulls it down. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So Washington ends up going with a new group. Siakam the screen. VanVleet pass to Siakam. And stolen by Porzingis. To the middle. Beal finds Gafford. They kick it out to Porzingis. Morris outside. Gafford the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Gafford. It's good on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's VanVleet. Kicks it out to Siakam. Anunoby for 3. And the Raptors miss again. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Beal from outside. Can't hit that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Now VanVleet. Barnes with a screen on Morris. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Raptors.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
B.A., the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Fred VanVleet.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch. Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. Boy, a nice... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce. around their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. Butler finds Adebayo. Misses in close.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Now here's VanVleet. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam!
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
Pass to Adebayo from 12 feet. And he nails the jumper. And we're about a minute into the first.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
VanVleet against Lowry. Shot clock at 6. VanVleet, the pass to Pirtle. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. VanVleet's got 3 assists now in this one. And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
And in 2020, the 3rd player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff.
3-pointer, VanVleet. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat have gone 1 for 3 so far. Barnes against Butler. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. VanVleet outside. Pass to Siakam. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Coming on Martin.
Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
And you can bet a lot of teams are kicking themselves now for not selecting Siakam.
Well, you have to be able to see what the potential in the future is. And Pascal Siakam has morphed into a highly productive offensive player. And the key here, guys, is there's still much room for growth. He gets more and more dangerous by the year.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Lowry, no good. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. VanVleet against Lowry. A shot from the high post. Pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's VanVleet. Drops in the layup for 2.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Yep, count it.
Well, this guy is a champion. Kyle Lowry understands how to move the basketball.
The Raptors with a lead. Siakam with a screen on Lowry. VanVleet finds Siakam. Back to VanVleet. Pass to Pirtle. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
You love to see him powering through the contact to get the bucket and one. Pirtle with a show of some strength.
And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
B.A. It really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Martin. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
Miami has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And Adebayo slams it in.
Look how explosive Bam can be. Defenses can't do anything to stop him on the alley-oop.
Barnes with a screen on Lowry. Steps back. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Lowry outside. Hero on the wing. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Heat Youth Dance Team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So for Toronto right now, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position, filling out the middle. Yes, it's good. VanVleet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, if you get Fred VanVleet a look in space, good things are bound to happen.
Lowry, the pass to Martin. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Big men nowadays, Doris. Some of them handle like a guard.
Well, this is the beauty and the natural evolution of having to function on the perimeter. You want to be as skilled as possible. We call it being a three-tool player, Brian. Can you dribble? Can you pass? Can you shoot? Increasingly, you must be able to do all three.
From deep, Pirtle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Brian, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that.
What a delivery from Fred VanVleet. Keeps his composure despite only having moments to get that shot off.
Back to Lowry. 4-3. And it's Toronto with a rebound. And out of bounds, the Heat will take it.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Kyle Lowry has always used his stocky build to his advantage. But coming into this season, the Heat said he'd have to address his conditioning.
And we're going to have a jump ball.
Salto.
Anunoby against Martin. Jacks up a three. And again, the Heat missing. And Grant, we saw in last year's playoffs, the hamstring injury hampered Lowry.
It really did. I mean, he plays a physical style, getting in there and taking charges. And as he enters his late 30s, staying in peak condition can help him withstand the rigors of the season.
Make some noise, fans, for your Heat.
The Heat have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Butler. Pass to Lowry. To the paint. Here's Martin. He's off on the layup. The Raptors have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And it's VanVleet off the drive. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Van Vliet. Pirtle's got 7 points.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Lowry, the pass to Martin. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Van Vliet with it. Picked up by Lowry. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. 12 points for him.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. That shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. Pass to Lowry. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
And Graham, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs, Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Active defense from Jakob Pirtle. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
4 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. For 3, Lowry. Siakam pulls down the board.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Hero finds Butler. Adebayo sets a screen. Van Vliet against Lowry. Down low. Here's Adebayo. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Adebayo's gotten 4 this quarter. And it's Toronto's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Kicks it out to Siakam. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That'll belong to Kyle Lowry.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
Adebayo, that's good.
Well, just a great example of Jimmy Butler's unselfishness. On time and on target. Beautiful pass.
16 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Siakam for 3. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
A dominating first half of play.
Let's hear it for the Jabberwocky!
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Oh, we're seeing a tremendous game from Fred Van Vliet.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Romario at 7 out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Vincent in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
He shoots it. Trent's shot is off.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Oladipo, the pass to Yurt-7. Pass to Vincent. Back to Yurt-7. Toronto grabs the miss. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here.
Boy, when it comes to Precious Achiuwa, guys, to me the talent is evident. A big guy who can contribute in a variety of ways.
For 3, Oladipo. Poke loose. The Raptors shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. Trent. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, you love to see Gary Trent Jr. put it on the deck, slice through the defense off that drive. Stop it, Gary.
Pass to Vincent. Here's Love. It's not going to go for him. Young with the defensive effort. Doris, we've seen promising flashes from Achua early on.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about the skill. The next step for him is focusing on becoming more consistent. If he's able to do this, his future very promising because he runs the floor, very switchable on defense, and there's growth opportunity offensively.
Here's 7. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Takes the 3. Flynn's shot is off. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Oladipo, the pass to Love. Outside Strus. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter.
Well, Thaddeus Young is a team-first guy, and if he sees an opportunity to get a teammate a shot, he will deliver it.
And the foul called on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Flynn. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Porter. Back to Flynn. Now Achua. Here's Flynn. Here's Achua. He's covered by your 7. Now here's Love. Back to Oladipo. Love, the screen on Trent. Here's Vincent. 6 to shoot. The shot. The Heat rebound. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Young with a screen on Oladipo. Pass to Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor?
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all of the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." B.A.?
All right, thanks, Allie.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. He buries it from 3. Vincent's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Porter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Love the mentality from Porter. Gets inside and goes right at the defender.
So Miami ends up going with a new group. And he's good on the second. 35 seconds left in the third. Butler passes to Lowry. Adebayo sets a screen to the paint. And a missed layup. The Raptors have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. And here's Trent. He's got 7. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Boy, it takes more than tight defense to bother Gary Trent Jr. And it works out well for him with a trip to the foul line.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Hero. Some solid defense from Van Vliet. And so it's Toronto building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes.
Your Heat Youth Dance Team.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So it's Miami now on the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. And it's Pirtle in at center. Pass to Lowry. Shoots. Barnes with the rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And for Toronto, they're shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. To the inside. Pirtle against Martin. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Van Vliet with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Adebayo. Martin outside. And here's Lowry. Martin inside. Covered by Pirtle. Martin misses.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
You have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
Adebayo, no good. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Trent. Uses the glass on the layup. Trent's got 11 points here in the second half.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Outside Barnes. For 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Now, this is the aspect that he's got to continue to work on, but Scotty Barnes will get dangerous from deep. Nice shot there.
And Lowry launches it from deep. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Van Vliet with it. Martin picks him up. Three-pointer. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
Yeah, this guy is cooking right now. Fred Van Vliet has found his rhythm, and the defense better step up here.
And here's Butler outside. Lowry, the pass to Martin. Inside. Clock at 6. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pirtle with a screen on Lowry. Van Vliet, pass to Trent. And stolen by Adebayo. Pass to Butler. Van Vliet against Lowry. Martin with a screen on Van Vliet. Takes a 13-footer. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. Trent goes in, and he jams it home with authority.
Oh, my goodness. Gary Trent Jr. saying, Pops, I got a little hops in my game, too.
Martin, the pass to Adebayo. Martin outside. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Butler can't get it to go. And here are the Raptors now. They're on a 14-5 run.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Raptors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And what a huge performance it was for Fred Van Vliet.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
The 3 from Barnes. And it's Martin with the rebound. And Miami has possession. Pass to Hero. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth. Stolen by Hero. Here's Martin. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Here's Hero. Rebounded by Trent. Van Vliet outside. From deep. No good. So no problem for Toronto as they get... All right, Alec, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our... It'll be the Heat off the tip. Martin, the pass to Adebayo. Out to Lowry. To the middle. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Gafford on the take. Yep, that one's good.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
Here's Martin outside for Butler. Martin with a screen on Kuzma. And here's Butler outside. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Heat's ability to stretch the floor, it's critical to their star success, Smitty.
It is. Guys like Butler and Bam Adebayo, they thrive when they have room to operate, B.A. It's an approach that continues to serve Miami well.
Now here's Gafford. Here's Kuzma. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Nice drive. If you overplay Kuzma's jump shot, he can put it on the deck and go around you.
Lowry, the pass to Martin. Can't get it to drop. Great D that time from Porzingis. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul.
Jimmy Butler.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Hero against Beal. Rebound by the Heat.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Here's Lowry. Hero outside. Martin with a screen on Morris. Pass to Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Hero. And too long on the shot. The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Kuzma with the ball. Guarded by Adebayo. Gafford against Adebayo. Porzingis with it. Kuzma outside. Beal left side. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And Bradley Beal getting a huge contract this summer. Now, he committed to being with the Wizards for his prime. And there was some speculation he might leave, but he cemented his time in Washington for many years to come.
Butler passes to Martin. Out to Lowry. Oh, Morris with a steal. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And look at Porzingis hustling in transition, getting there to complete the fast break.
Martin with a screen on Kuzma. Here's Butler. Adebayo in the post. He's guarded by Gafford. And Gafford with the block. Here's Morris. Adebayo grabs the board.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Martin with a screen on Beal. Hero with it. Beal picks him up. Here's Martin. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good whistle there.
First free throw is good.
Now at the line, Caleb Martin.
And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Washington with it. Beal outside. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Pulls up. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide open man.
Porzingis against Martin. Adebayo from long range. On target from range. And it's all knotted up.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
Now here's Beal. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Lowry against Morris. Martin with a screen on Morris. Lowry, the pass to Martin. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
He makes a first.
Now at the line, Caleb Martin.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Wizards have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Beal against Hero. Beal, the pass to Kuzma. Here's Gafford. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Gafford. Shoots over Hero. And Gafford gets it to go on the assist by Porzingis.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
For 3, Lowry. Washington with a rebound. Morris outside. Inside, Porzingis. Hey, it's Porzingis slamming it home.
A legit 7-footer with that kind of athleticism, I guess Porzingis really is a unicorn.
The 3 is up. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Kristaps Porzingis getting it.
Your Heat Youth Dance Team. Coming out on the court.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Washington.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. Daniel Gafford is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Now here's Martin. Hero outside. Butler on the wing. Just 3 to shoot. Martin, the pass to Butler. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Here's Beal. The Heat making their last shot. Porzingis. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Tyler Hero.
It's really good to see Kristaps inside forcing the issue. We know his outside abilities, but he can also bang down low.
And early in his career, Porzingis was a shot creator. You think he can get back to that, Grant?
You know, B.A., yeah. In Dallas, his role was more catch and shoot. So it'll be interesting to see in a different system how active a role KP can fill, especially going to work inside.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Kuzma. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Stolen by Gafford. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Bradley Beal played for Coach Greg Popovich with the U.S. national team, and Pop said, quote, he's hard to keep up with. His balance and movement are very impressive. He stops on a dime, can pull up and shoot. That, along with his excellent footwork, are the most impressive things for me. Brian?
Yeah, great breakdown there, Allie. Thank you.
Make no mistake, if you give him a lane, Tyler Hero will punch it home.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Beal, the pass to Porzingis. And here's Butler outside. They get the rebound. That shot off. The Wizards with a lead. Porzingis with it. Martin picks him up. Beal from outside. And another miss by Washington.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
The Wizards' shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Morris outside to the inside. Lowry with a steal. Hero outside. Lowry left side. The three. The shot misses. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Porzingis sets a screen. Morris passes to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
Pass to Martin. Hero outside. Martin with a screen on Beal. Hero, the pass to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Butler. Hero outside. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. There's a minute 26 left in the first half of this one. Beal, the pass to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
Out to Lowry. Pass to Butler. Hero outside. 5 on the clock. Martin with a screen on Beal. Hero for 3. Martin. And Gafford with the block. Hero against Beal. Outside Porzingis. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
It's Hero on the take. Banked it in off the glass. Hero's gotten his second bucket.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's Porzingis. Out to Beal. Back to Porzingis. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Beal's got his 5th assist in this one.
And he's really improved as a playmaker over the years. Beal's basketball IQ seems to just get higher and higher.
Morris right side. That'll do it for the first half. Allie, as always, thanks.
Your Miami Heat, 16. The Wizards, 28.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
We've got Gabe Vincent, Kevin Love out there with Romario at 7. Then it's Max Strus, and it's Oladipo in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Gibson.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And for the Heat, they're shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. To the paint. Oladipo outside. Here's Vincent. Gets an open look and hits it.
Drawing so much attention, Oladipo rotates the ball to the open man.
Right against Strus. Pass to Kispert. Here's Gibson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And Gibson is a physical presence for this team, finding ways to draw fouls while going up with his shot.
He hits the second from the line. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Down low, here's your 7. Can't connect from short range.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Avdia from outside. It's rebounded by your 7. And it's 6'9", Denny Avdia with great size for a wing grab.
Yeah, B.A. And you combine that with his motor, too. I mean, he's already an excellent defender with the versatility to cover inside and out.
Now here's Oladipo. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Just 4 to shoot. This one for 3. Washington with a rebound. Right on the left side. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Now here's Oladipo. Tight defense on him. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Oladipo's game features a lot of speed. If you don't keep up with him, he'll make you pay.
And the second free throw is good.
And looking at Victor Oladipo, it looked like he was breaking out and going to be a star for a long time. But he's battled many injuries.
Now here's Gibson. Kept alive. It's Avdia on the wing. Misses the 3. The Heat have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Strus. Love finds Strus. Here's Vincent. Uneasy 2 on the layup. And Oladipo is desperate to prove he can be a reliable part of a team's rotation.
It's been tough with all the injuries, B.A., but he's capable of brushing those off and getting back to business. He's very motivated to prove the doubters wrong.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
For 3, Oladipo. Kispert grabs a miss. The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Gibson. The kick out to Nunn. Inside. Here's Avdia. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Wizards lead by 14.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Now here's your 7. The D's right on him. It's intercepted. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Here's Gibson, and the layup is good off the glass.
That's where you want your big man doing damage. Gibson showing his skill in the paint.
Here's Vincent. Pass to your 7. Now here's Oladipo. Wide open look. Avdia pulls it in.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
What power from Taj Gibson. He really likes sending a message to the defense with his dunks.
Here's Strus. Pass to Yurtseven. Here's Vincent. Shot clock at 2. A shot to stop the run. Avdia pulls it in. Right outside. Drives to the hoop. Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. And so it's Washington. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. We hear teams talk about one.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Heat Youth Dance
And there have been
Team.
2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for Washington, Kispert is out there with Avdia. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Wright in at the 1.
We gotta love a veteran point guard. Lowry keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Wright, the pass to Nunn. Here's Avdia. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Adebayo sets a screen. Martin, the pass to Adebayo. Out to Lowry. Doubled by Nunn. Hero, no good. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pass to Avdia. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep. Avdia's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3.
Kicks it to Hero. Outside Butler. There's the 3. Drains the triple.
There's Butler's competitive streak right back at you from distance.
Washington dominating the game. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Knocked loose. Lowry with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Heat.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
To the paint. Here's Gibson. Denied by Adebayo.
The reach of Bam Adebayo is off the charts, using it well with that block.
Martin with the bucket.
One side of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Nunn drives in. And again, another missed shot. The Heat have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Here's Kispert. Butler covering. Lots of room. Avdia can't get it to go.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Hero left side. Martin to the inside. Right with a steal. Out to Lowry. Oh, deflected. Martin against Nunn. Right up top. Outside Nunn. And Hero grabs the board. And the Heat shooting just 37% in the game. Butler finds Martin. Back to Butler. To the middle. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Right, the pass to Nunn. Launches it. And another miss by Washington. Pass to Hero. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
You can easily understand on that play why many are excited by Tyler Hero. The kid's potential is impressive.
A new lineup here for Washington. Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that? and bring his best when it matters most.
Washington has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Wizards.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kristaps Porzingis.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Butler against Kuzma. Second chance effort. Butler passes to Martin. It's stolen by Kuzma. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance.
matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
And now Washington's starting group. Morris and Beal are the guards. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Gafford in at the center. And a wide open look for Siakam. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Siakam's got the first basket of the game for the Raptors. Now, here is Morris. Porzingis sets the pick for Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Beal. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Siakam against Kuzma. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. Siakam sets a screen for Van Vliet. And the pass to Anunoby. Siakam a screen on Beal. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, at his size, Fred Van Vliet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
The subject of trade rumors year after year, Beal has the skill set every team is looking for.
Well, he's elite at scoring the basketball, and he understands when and how to create for the players around him. There's only a handful of guys in this league who can do what he does with his level of consistency.
Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Washington with the rebound.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Gafford can't connect from short range.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Siakam kicks to Pirtle. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Lobbed up there for Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. Beal the pass to Porzingis. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game. Van Vliet against Morris. From deep. Doesn't go for him. And it's Washington the other way. In the corner, it's Gafford.
2 minutes left in the first.
Anunoby against Beal to the inside. Misses the layup. Toronto leading by 3. There's a minute 47 left here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Siakam. Van Vliet outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to take on more of an offensive load, increase his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that. And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred Van Vliet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred Van Vliet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
Van Vliet against Morris. This one for 3. And Fred Van Vliet gets the 3. Van Vliet's got 7.
Well, Fred Van Vliet has become a true impact player. This guy remarkably consistent from deep.
Here's Morris. He's off from 17 feet.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And again, Toronto with the triple.
and they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
Barnes sets a screen for Van Vliet. Lobbed up there for Barnes. That shot off the mark.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Toronto Raptors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Don't go anywhere.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors Youth Dance Team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Of course, last season was a tough one for the Wizards. What was the biggest missing ingredient that you saw?
Well, I think there were so many things going on with the organization, Kevin. First and foremost, you brought in Wes Unseld as your coach. It was a great move, but obviously you have to institute an entirely new system on both ends of the floor. Obviously, they had some key personnel that were hurt during periods of the season. So a lot of new faces across the board for this team. So much went into their struggles.
Anunoby, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And Beal kicks to Porzingis. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And Doris, when healthy, do you think Porzingis can still be an all-star caliber player in this league?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I absolutely do. Porzingis very capable nightly of giving you 20 and 10. And at 7'3", because he can space up and make jump shots, he is always valuable. The key to me is 2 things. Stay healthy and make sure you're locked in defensively. He can be a great shot blocker. I think he needs to lock in there.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. Beal finds Porzingis. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors leading by 6. Van Vliet on the wing, covered by Morris. Nobody near Barnes. And a miss there on the triple. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And it's Beal in the corner. Morris outside. To the right side, to the middle. Here's Gafford. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Porzingis does a nice job looking for the window to make his teammate better. Pretty pass.
Barnes passes to Siakam. Kuzma against Barnes. He takes it in. Up again. Back to Siakam. Passes it to Anunoby. Birtle sets the pick for Anunoby. To the paint. Stolen away. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. Hook it off the crossover. And now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
A minute 42 left to play in the first half. In the corner, it's Gafford. 5 on the clock. Out to Porzingis from the arc. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Absolutely incredible what Kristaps Porzingis can do. He's over 7 feet. He's got an all-around game, and he's getting to every aspect of it right now.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
That was rocking. Thank you to our Northside crew.
There's 1:26 left now here in the second. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Morris passes to Porzingis. Siakam pulls it in. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Van Vliet against Morris. Yep, it counts. And now a 3-point Raptor lead.
Well, this to me is where he can be a force. Siakam, a 3-level scorer in the painted area, very dangerous.
Porzingis with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Morris. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kuzma against Van Vliet. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Kuzma with it. Porzingis with a screen on Barnes. It's his first trip to the line.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
What I love about Kyle Kuzma is this guy understands there's more to the game than just scoring. That's a change from his rookie season. Now he wants to contribute defensively, and he gets on the glass, guys.
And a close game so far through the first And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Checking out now the group for Wes Unseld Jr. to start the second half. Kendrick Nunn out there with Wright. Then it's Avdia. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Kispert in at the small forward position.
Well, you combine size, aggression, and toughness, and you get Taj Gibson. My goodness, nicely done.
And Young kicks to Flynn. Back to Young. And Young slams it home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Out to the wing. Pass to Avdia. Kicks it out to Gibson. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Wright. Nice D from Porter.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And DeLon Wright hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Porter looking it over. Outside Flynn. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot. Young, no good. Wizards trail by 3.
I think any time you can stretch your NBA career over a decade, that is a serious accomplishment. Consider Thaddeus Young, 16th year in his career. Incredible.
And that one, good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Flynn against Wright. Dishes to Avdia. Young with the steal. Here's Achua. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Flynn. Young outside. Back to Flynn. He kicks it to Porter. There's the 3. And the ball will be against Thaddeus Young.
Thaddeus Young.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Wizards trail by 5. Right down low, covered by Flynn. Trent against Nunn. Avdia with a screen for Nunn. Inside to end the cold streak. Avdia can't hit.
As for Thaddeus Young, a big contributor everywhere he's gone.
Greg, this guy, 13 straight years, averaging double digits in scoring. He was a starter in many of those seasons, and now kind of assumes that role of the grizzled veteran, passing on all that hard-earned wisdom.
Gibson looking it over. It's hauled in by Achua. Raptors leading by 5. Flynn with it. Started now by Kispert. Flynn the pass to Trent. And Corey Kispert is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Down low. Here's Achua. His shot's good on the assist by Flynn. And the Raptors lead by 7.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Right against Flynn. And that one's good. Wright's got his first 2 points.
Well, Delon Wright has now learned how to operate in the pick and roll, and he is exceptional, thinking like a scorer.
Porter dishes to Flynn. 54 seconds left in the third. Young is doubled. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Achua. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Now, Nunn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the middle. Here's Gibson. The kick out to Wright. Wizards need to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Toronto ball. Substitution on the court.
Raptors leading by 5. And here is Van Vliet. He's got 10. Inside, Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down.
Please give a big round of applause.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
The lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Raptors leading by 9. Anunoby a screen on Morris. Morris against Van Vliet. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Morris outside and stolen by Barnes. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Pirtle. The kick out to Barnes. Siakam sets a screen for Barnes. Off target at the rim. Wizards trail by 9. Kuzma outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You can see that Kyle Kuzma has the kind of size and length and creativity to score on the interior.
Morris against Van Vliet. To the paint. Barnes kicks to Siakam. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title. This guy's in attack mode. Bradley Beal taking it strong.
Van Vliet against Morris. Van Vliet attacking. The kick out to Barnes. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Raptors foul. Fred Van Vliet. That's his first
Here's Beal.
First team foul.
Porzingis sets the pick for Beal. Out to Porzingis. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Barnes outside. Anunoby in the corner. He dishes it to Pirtle. Goes back up. No good on that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Morris passes to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Siakam a screen on Morris. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 6. Right side, Beal. Outside, Porzingis. Gafford, high post. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. Gafford cans them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
And the Raptors call time here. They're in front by 4. 1:33 left to play here in the fourth. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Morris against Van Vliet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Fred VanVleet has had to earn everything he's gotten in his basketball career. These pressure free throws, these moments are what this guy seems to live for.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Beal with it. Picked up by VanVleet. VanVleet against Beal. And there's the pass to Gaffney. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Pass to Barnes. Girdle sets the pick for Barnes. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. Siakam for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that possession.
Morris against VanVleet. Passes to Gaffney. Back to Morris. The feed to Beal. They double-team Beal. Oh, what a huge basket to tie the game.
Shot from Kyle Kuzma. The sky is never shallow.
And the Raptors call time here.
Fans, it's time to give up and get loud.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. So these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast.
Here we go.
Now here's VanVleet. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Siakam a screen on Morris. Floats it out there for Siakam.
Well, with that 6'9" length, right? Siakam uses those long limbs to create contact, get himself some free throws. Nicely done.
At the line for Toronto.
So he gets them both. Washington trailing. Beal deciding where to go with it. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Outside for Beal. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
If you want a free shirt, you need to be a super fan. And that means bringing all the noise you've got right now.
And Washington has possession. Morris passes to Gaffney. 5 to shoot. Here's Beal. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Beal. To the paint. And stolen by Siakam.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low. And how about the leadership there from VanVleet, ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
2 minutes remaining.
Morris passes to Gaffney. Out to Morris. Now here's Porzingis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Raptors ball.
Toronto leading by 4. VanVleet with it. To the middle. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Hammers the alley-oop through.
At his position, Scotty Barnes going to set a lot of screens. You have to understand how to roll and get open. He does exactly that.
Morris, no good. And so VanVleet will bring it up for Toronto. Pass to Anunoby. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. Here's Gafford. Back to Morris. The pass to Gafford. He feeds it to Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington from 12 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Van Vliet outside. Barnes screwed on Morris. Now that one from Van Vliet. And now an 8-point Raptor lead.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And finished off by Siakam.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Beal, the pass to Kuzma. Good as Beal picking up the assist.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Raptors.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Offensive rebound, Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Now, Pascal Siakam showing you, I can do a little bit of everything. You need an offensive rebound, a second chance opportunity, willing to do what it takes.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. So a look at our starters for the Heat. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Caleb Martin out there with Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Now here's Martin. Adebayo, a screen on Anunoby. Martin misses.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Leader of the 2019 Raptors championship team, Kyle Lowry, winning in those finals as the point guard. It just took his career and confidence to another level.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. Some solid defense from Martin.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Nails it from 3. Lowry and the Raptors made their first finals in 2019 and facing that Warriors team that was presenting itself as a dynasty.
And man, Lowry was terrific in that series. I think he put to bed a lot of playoff demons that might have been haunting him. 7 assists per game, barely any turnovers, going up against Steph, really earning that ring and solidifying his place in the league.
And now the Raptors on the break. Pass to Anunoby. And stolen by Adebayo. Outside Butler. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Van Vliet against Lowry. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Barnes. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Martin with the bucket.
That's a terrific pass right there by Jimmy Butler. Just wants to win.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Barnes. 5 to shoot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Both free throws good from Barnes. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Adebayo finds Martin. There's the triple. And the Heat, another 3.
Just more and more comfortable the guys are when Bam has the ball and they cut. They know they're going to get it.
Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Lowry with it. Martin with a screen on Van Vliet. Pass to Butler. Down low. Out to Lowry. Pulls it. And again, it's Miami converting. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Van Vliet against Lowry. Now here's Van Vliet. Tightly guarded. And he banks in the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Martin with a screen on Van Vliet. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Lowry. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You saw Lowry that time just call for the pick, get himself in a position where he could score.
And it's Van Vliet off the drive. Siakam, the pass to Pirtle, over Adebayo. And it's off the back of the rim, no good. The Heat with the lead. Hero for 3. Barnes with the rebound. For Toronto, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Van Vliet outside. And there's the lob. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, And what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Offensive rebound. Butler. Adebayo from long range. Hits a three-pointer.
Bam trying to expand his game a little bit as he's able to knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Now a timeout called by Toronto. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And here's Van Vliet. Inside. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Heat.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors. You team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. All right, Brad, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
VanVleet outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Adebayo sets a screen to the inside. Hero finds Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Rejected by Siakam.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, man?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
The Raptors have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter.
Thank you to our Northside crew.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's VanVleet. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
VanVleet against Lowry. To the paint. Here's Martin. That one doesn't drop. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Up ahead. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. VanVleet against Hero. VanVleet, the pass to Siakam. Pirtle in the post. He's against Martin. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Butler passes to Martin. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul.
VanVleet. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Butler. Nice form on the 20-footer. Butler's got 5 now.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Barnes with a screen on Lowry. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Here's Lowry. Hero finds Butler. Martin a screen. Shot clock at 5. A nice shot by Butler. Butler's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Pretty good body movement and control as Jimmy Butler's agility got him to where he wanted to be.
To the middle. Stolen by Lowry. Pass to Butler. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
So much has been given by Jimmy Butler over the years. Hard to believe it took him a little while to make his mark early in his career.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Siakam with a screen on Lowry. Van Vliet against Lowry. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Fred VanVleet with the assist.
Now Lowry. From behind the arc. Miami, no good that time either. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Martin takes it in. Kicks it to Hero. Lowry outside. Here's Martin driving inside. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. To the inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Scotty Barnes.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Barnes. Here's Adebayo. He got it up in time, but it would not. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back.
Your Raptors, 25. The Heat, 29.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Omer Yurtseven out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Gabe Vincent. And it's Strus in at the small forward position. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Fast break Miami. And he lobs it up. And it's Love missing.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it. Otto Porter Jr. has had some of his production drop in the past couple seasons, but still relied upon as a guy who can stretch out the defense where he can knock down some threes.
Porter hits them both. So what do you think Otto Porter Jr. has to do to regain that old form, Brent?
Well, I think last year he was in a great position with the Warriors in the role that he played. So leaning more into that, just being a guy available on the perimeter to knock down open shots and take as many as you can at that point.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. For the lead, there's the steal. Strus with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Shot from the top of the key. That one is off, and it's Toronto taking it the other way. This for the tie. That ties it up.
They really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team and just fighting to them.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Inside, Yurtseven. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That's his first.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Think about well-constructed teams and themes that go with that, the Miami Heat certainly leap to mind. Their front office has just done a great job of assembling a deep roster that fits their mentality.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Out to Oladipo. It's stolen by Trent.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
That's his second personal foul.
That's good from Trent. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Flynn. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Young. Off target with the three. Well, you would know the depth of the Miami bench is certainly felt in the strength of their second unit.
Yeah, when the starters sit down, Miami doesn't lose much. There's a tremendous combination of skill and playability that they lean on throughout the course of the regular season. The bench certainly makes big contributions with their minutes.
And Brent, you look at Miami's playoff pedigree. They've made the Eastern Conference Finals 6 times over the last 12 years.
Yeah, and those 2 championships they had in that 12-year period were square on the shoulders of their big 3 that they put together. But I don't see them slowing down when it comes to reloading. This team knows how to do it well.
You're 7 a screen for 3. Oladipo. Again, the Heat misses. The Raptors with a lead. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Down low. Here's Achua. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Pass to Oladipo. Back to Vincent. Yep, that one goes. And the Heat lead by 1.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Throws it up high. Achua can't hit. For Miami, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Oladipo finds Love. Here's Vincent. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance. And now it's a 4-point Miami lead.
I kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Flynn's shot is off.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Heat ball. Shooting for Miami, Gabe Vincent.
And so he hits the technical free throw, and Toronto calls time here.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tie?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
A line change here for Toronto. You're 7, a screen on Van Vliet. You're 7 down low, covered by Pirtle. Pirtle with some nice D. Siakam right side. To end the run, kicks it out to Barnes. The shot no good. Love with the defensive effort. Pass to Yurt 7. Stolen by Siakam. 27 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Oladipo left side. Stolen by Anunoby. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam.
You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
That's good from Siakam. A different look for Miami.
At the line for your Raptors.
So he gets them both. Goes up off the inbound.
Down. That's a little something special from Jimmy Butler. There's serious elevation.
Now here's Van Vliet. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Tyler Hero. A free throw good from Van Vliet.
At the line for Toronto, Fred.
Both shots good from the stripe. From deep three-point range. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've just finished the third quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Toronto trailing. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Siakam. And Hero grabs the board. Miami has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Lets it go from deep. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And here are the Raptors now. Van Vliet with it. Pass to Pirtle, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He's not happy with the flow and the tempo. They've been vulnerable along the perimeter. He feels they've done a good job preventing points in the paint, but that's just not enough at this stage of the game.
And Allie, thank you for that. Pirtle with the block, and he's able to get it back. Back to Butler, 5 on the clock. Fires the 3, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And for the Raptors, they're shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Lowry against Van Vliet. Pass to Pirtle. On the break. The deep 3 from Hero. Off target from outside. Tipped. Here's Martin. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. Van Vliet against Hero. Pirtle with a screen on Hero. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Pirtle. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 7 assists in the game. And here's Lowry from outside the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet drives. It's deflected. And he recovers it. Siakam outside. To take the lead. Back to Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Van Vliet. And he's going for the oop here. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Now here's Butler. He's guarded by Barnes. Butler against Barnes. Here's Martin. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on their turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Lowry left side. Butler on the wing. 4 on the clock. Toronto grabs the miss.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Siakam outside. Pass to Van Vliet. Now here's Pirtle. Minute 32 left in the game. Now Martin. Lets it fly. Bullseye! And the Heat lead by 5.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
And he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Lowry to pass to Hero. The 3-ball. That shot, no good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. To the inside. Pass to Pirtle. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the shot. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
And that's an intentional foul.
OG Anunoby. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Lowry, no good. Here's Toronto with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Oh, you know Lowry loves these moments. Game on the line, give me the ball.
And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And Toronto calls time here. They trail by 4. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Van Vliet up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And this is where the Butler serves it up. He loves this big-time moment to step up and put another team to bed. That'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
8 seconds left in the final quarter. Van Vliet misses. So it's the Heat taking the W in a close one. And thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent.